This is 5th grade Excel, lesson 105, comparing fractions in less than and greater than problems and in true and not true equations by setting up equivalent fractions. Actually, we're not going to do it by setting up equivalent fractions. We're going to do it a much easier way, and then comparing fractions in word problems. First, I'm going to teach you the way that the Excel paper wants you to learn it, and then I'm going to show you a little shortcut that you're going to like a lot. This lesson looks pretty long, but we're going to go very quickly through this lesson because it shouldn't give you any difficulty at all. Up to now, when comparing fractions, it says the differences were large enough that it was fairly easy to tell which was the largest or the smallest. When the differences are smaller, there are other methods that can be used. So here we have 2/3 being compared to 3/4. You can't really just tell by glancing at those, or at least most people can't, which one of those fractions is larger, and we need to put a greater than or less than sign in this circle right here. And so what we're going to do, according to the Excel, is we're going to find a common denominator as if we were adding the fractions together. So 3 and 4, the common denominator, the least common multiple of those numbers would be 12. So we put a 12 on each side, and then we do 3 times 4 is 12, so 2 times 4 is 8. And then 4 times 3 is 12, 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So 9/12 and 8/12. Now which one of those is bigger? Of course the 9/12 is bigger. So we would put that symbol in the middle. And they show that to you right down here. Alright, let's keep going. And here are some other problems. And it says for each of these problems, convert the fractions to equivalent fractions so that they both have the same denominator. Then select the correct symbol between those three right there. Here's the first problem. They start off with just this right here, okay? So 1/2 and 5/10. Now, I'm not sure why. Oh, you know what? That's not what they're doing. They start off with, let me undo that. They're actually saying, comparing 4/8 and 5/10. They're finding that both of those are equal to 1/2, and so 1/2 is equal to 1/2. Both fractions were simplified, the 4/8 and the 5/10 that we started with. And then here's the next one. It says 5/6. We're comparing to 3/4. 6 and 4, the common denominator would be 12. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. 6 times 2 is 12. 5 times 2 is 10. So now all we have to do is compare the 10 and the 9. 10/12 is larger than 9/12, and so that symbol belongs in there. Now I'm going to show you the shortcut for doing this. All you have to do, I'm going to get these out of the way because you're not going to use any of this. If you're comparing 4/8 and 5/10, you're going to simply multiply diagonally up like that, and then you're going to compare the numbers that you get. So we do 10 times 4, and we put that number up here. 8 times 5, and that number up here. We have 40 and 40, so obviously those are equal to each other. All right, let's get these out of the way. And if we're comparing 5/6 and 3/4, we do, remember we multiply up. Don't go down, you always go up. So 6 up to the 3, that's 18. 4 up to the 5, that's 20. 20 is larger than 18, so the symbol that goes in there is greater than. Hopefully you like that little trick. All right, let's do a couple here together using the multiplying, the cross-multiplying diagonally shortcut. So 8 times 3, 24. You must put this on your paper to show your work unless you're going to figure out what each fraction is equal to, which is, of course, a lot more work. 4 times 5 is 20, so I should see a 20 and a 24 on your paper as your show work. That needs to match the other students when you do consensus, and you put a greater than symbol there because 3/4 is greater than 5/8 because 24 is greater than 20. All right, why don't you pause the video, do numbers 4 and 5. Make sure you show up here when you multiply what the numbers come out to be. Turn it back on when you're ready for the solutions. All right, here we go. 7 times 1 is 7. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 is larger than 6, so you go like that. 6 times 2 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 is larger than 12, so you put that symbol in there just like that. All right, these are going to be done the exact same way, and all you're going to decide is whether that symbol in the middle is the correct symbol or not. So you do 3 times 5 is 15. Everybody put that on their paper. 6 times 2 is 12. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Is 15 larger than 12? Yes, it is, and that symbol is correct. So you're going to put a T for true. If it's not true, you're going to write an NT, which this one is not true, so you put a T. So your choices are either T or NT for your answers. Go ahead and do 7 through 11, pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solutions, and don't forget to show your work. Here we go. 8 times 3, 24. 6 times 3, 18. You must show these numbers right up here. Is 18 not equal to 24? That's correct. 18 is not equal to 24, so that is true. 12 times 1 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. Is 9 larger than 12? No, it's not. So this is not true. This symbol should be this way instead. Not true is the correct answer for that one. Number 9, 12 times 1 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12. Is 12 larger than 12? No, of course not. They're equal to each other. 8 times 1 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. Is 4 smaller than 8? Yes, it is. So that one's true. 9 times 1 is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. Is 12 larger than 9? Yes, it is. So that one is true as well. Okay, now these are some word problems that give you some fractions to compare. We're going to write the fractions down here and compare them using the same method I just taught you. So we'll do number 12 together. Keep the video going. Have your pencil ready. Write on it along with me. If you need to pause it as we go ahead and pause it. Fran read for 3/4 of an hour. Beverly read for 2/3 of an hour. Who read the most? Make sure you read that word, because sometimes it's going to say who read the least or who ran the least or whatever. So you got to make sure you're reading the question. Okay, it says Fran did 3/4 of an hour. Here's Fran, so let's put 3/4 over here, 3/4. And then 2/3 for Beverly. And then all you have to do is cross multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 3 is 9. And that means that this number over here is bigger. So the person that read the most was Fran. And you circle Fran's name. All right, pause the video. Do number 13. Turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. It says Brady practiced guitar for 3/8 of an hour. Here's Brady. You should put 3/8 by Brady. Diane practiced trumpet for 2/6 of an hour. You should put 2/6 over here by Diane. And it says who practiced more. Read the question carefully. 8 times 2 is 16. 6 times 3 is 18. And so you can see that Brady practiced more. All right, 2 more problems. Go ahead and do these on your own. Turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. Julie's glass is 4/9 full. You should write 4/9 over here. Ethan's is 1/3 full. And you do 9 times 1, 3 times 4. And this one comes out to be bigger, so you pick Julie's. Oh, no you don't. Less full. So you got to make sure you read that question. It's a good thing that I was careful there. Caught by mistake. The answer is Ethan's. Okay, Greg mowed 5/6. Sometimes they switch these too. They give you the other one and this one over here first in the problem, so you got to watch out for that. Holly mowed 6/9, which of course is equal to 2/3. And then you do 6 times 6, 36. 9 times 5, 45. Who mowed more? 45 is larger than 36, so Greg mowed more. 2 more problems. Pause the video. Turn it back on when you're ready for the solutions. Milo did 4/10. Here's 4/10. Lana did 1/2. Let's compare these. We got 10 and 8. That one's larger. Who finished more of their chores? Lana finished more. Owen ate 3/5. Pablo ate 4/6. Who ate less of their pie? 20. 18. Owen ate less than Pablo did. All right, thanks for watching.